Welcome to this second video of the series on Hispania. In the previous, we spoke about the game, how it plays, what are the rules, so on and so forth. But now it's the time to watch it being played. I really hope you enjoy it. There we go. So we go. I hope this clapping hasn't really deafened anybody. Okay, let's go and get those pesky Spaniards and teach them a few lessons if we can. Okay, since the game is yours, please, you start.
Okay, so now what we are going to do is we are going to go through the first round of game and see if we encounter all the actions that we have gone through. So for example, here you have a turn track. So the red praetor will start. And I have 6 coins to start. So yeah, I could try to attack Toletum. There is one thing, if I attack Toletum from Abula, I said that so Romans connected to your to the same target multiply the Roman value times 2. But this plays also for the Hispaniards. Hispaniards connected to the target multiply the Hispanic value times 2. So if this guy attacks from Abula to Toletum, this army is connected to him like the revolt, so it multiplies the seal times 2. So if I attack from Abula, because of this army, I would need to roll higher than 12, which is, so this means that attacking a capital, being exposed to an army is not the way to go. So I will not do it. So if I want to attack Toletum, I could come from the south, but I think that I will try to build a link of red garrisons that takes me to this part of the board. So the first action, I go to Regina. There is a road network, so I could keep going up to Abula, but I want to stop in Regina to place a garrison because I want to remain connected to my base. Then so placing this garrison is a second action. Then I go to Abula. Then I place another garrison. So from there, I can do several things. Attacking this Spanish garrison is not a good idea because
the connected
is going to add 5 to the roll. I'm going to add only 3. I could spend a lot of coins, but still it would not be granted. So maybe I will do it later. I'm not going to attack Toletum either, so maybe I could prepare things for the consul. So for example, if I come here and I place garrison here, yeah, so this is not a very good play, but anyway, so we just want to see how things move on the board. So the first player doesn't know where the armies will go. So I have created some base here, and with this, my Roman phase ended. Now it's the Hispanic phase. So we roll for a random threat. So 4-2, this is Talabriga. So city number 2 in province number 4. And now the armies are going to move. So the army in Celtiberia has only one possibility going to Numantia. So it will go to Numantia. Please revolt. The army in Galaesia has 2 possible destinations, number 5 and number 4. And it will go to number 5. So with this, my turn ended. You see that the Celtiberian army is now connected to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's becoming a problem.
Okay.
And with this, the turn goes to yellow, right?
Okay. This is a tricky one because I was thinking about taking this fella and moving him to Salduva.
Yeah, for example, if you go to Salduva, you are still connected to your base, to the +1 of your province. So from there, or you can even place a garrison, and then you will have already a +2.
That's what I was thinking, because I was thinking about getting rid of the revolting Caligaris.
Yeah, and you need to attack twice because there are 2 of them.
Correct.
So maybe it's wiser to place a garrison.
Okay, let's do that.
It will cost you 1 coin, but then you will have this +1 for all the things that you want to do.
Okay, so 1 garrison. And now we are going to beat the hell up of the Caligurians.
And you see that now you have +2 from your yellow discs and the banner.
Yep.
And you have to spend a minimum of 1 coin, but with 1 coin you have already a +3, so it's automatic. So you spend 1 coin and you remove the upper revolt. So you click with your right click and you return to the pool.
Okay, that's 1.
And with another coin, another action, you can remove the second one.
There you go.
And now you have you see that now your province is free of revolt. So you could go to Oscar and place a garrison, but you have only 2 coins left.
But I could move now and then place the garrison later on. So
you can go to Oscar, and if nothing happens, if no other revolts arrive, you are already there to protect Oscar. Because, for example, one could think, okay, I go to Calaguris to threaten the Celtiberian army, but the Celtiberian army is going to move south, so it's no point going to Calaguris now.
No. So okay, so let's stay in Oscar. I've spent the 2 last points I had, and
so
now
is the phase of your turn. So you have to roll the 2 dice. 3, 2.
So in Celtiberia is going to 2.
This is Regina. No, this is the arrival of a new threat.
Oh, your problem, yes. Okay.
So 3-2 is Regina, city number 2 of Carpetania. It is protected. So my actions seemed a bit useless because I didn't attack anyone, but already by placing these garrisons, these red garrisons, I have protected this part of the board. So nothing bad arrives. And now the second part of the Hispanic phase is the movement of the army. So the Celtiberian has only one possible. It has 2 cities connected, Cauca and Segovia, but the priority goes to where there are no revolts. So this means that this army can only go to Segovia. We don't need to roll.
Okay.
Next time he will have 2 possibilities, Bilbilis and Puciala, and then we will have to roll.
Okay.
And the Galician army has also only 1 possibility. The Antium is on revolt, Lucus is not on revolt, so he goes to Lucus. And with this is the end of the yellow turn. So we have 2 turns, and the board has already changed. And now turn goes to the consul. That is on his fleet. So now the consul can do several. I move the consul, Paco.
I was thinking 2 things. One is that they can move, or spending 3 points, they could come to Ebra and then kick the shit out of Olispio, because otherwise the Calabrian, sorry, my dog just got rid of my headphones.
So in fact, the consul can attack from Mare Atlantico.
Oh, okay. So they can just throw stones from the terrain.
And so it's like a landing. So for example, in this game, it is very important to see who is going to play next. Because you end your turn trying to prepare the beginning of the next turn. It's a game of optimizing resources, so it's all about that. So next turn will be the red one. So if the consul finishes connected to Olisipo, then I can attack Olisipo with a ×2.
Okay.
So, but attacking Olisipo is hard for the consul. But the consul, for example, you said Évora, because this is one of the place is connected to Olisipo, but he can also go to Mare Atlanticum. So for example, I will move him here.
Okay.
So the consul decides to sail upwards, 1 point, 1 coin. Now he can attack 3 revolts. Olisipo is expensive because it's 6. Calabria is cheap, only 2. So for example, let's say that spending 1 coin, the consul attacks Calabria. 2 plus 1, 3.
So that's
Enough. So now we have 4 coins left, and we have Bracara and Olisipo. So we could try to attack both. Maybe first Bracara, see if it works. For example, we spend the maximum 3 coins
Okay.
to attack Bracara because we have no other support. So we roll the die. 6 plus 3 is 9. And now we have only 1 coin left, and just to make use of it. So we could move, for example, the fleet in Mare Ibericum. We could move it to Mare Garitanum for 1 coin, but we can try an attack on Olisipo just in case.
We
So
seem to be on a roll, so why not?
1 coin and a 1, so not enough. So with this, the consul ends his Roman phase, but it's connected to Olisipo. So the red praetor should pick up Olisipo quite easily. So now the Roman, the Hispanic part of the third turn. So 3, 6. This is Toletum. Okay, so yeah, a good example of the mechanics of the game. Toletum, there is a revolt, and there is no army in Carpetania. So we have the third army entering the game.
Oh.
And now, this was the first part of the Hispanic phase. The second part is the movement of the armies. So we go in increasing order of province. So first, number 2, this Celtiberian can go to Puziala. Number 3, Bilbil is number 1. So we roll a 3. In this case, if we roll a 2, 2 is at the same distance of 1 and 3, so it wouldn't move. So it is possible that armies sometimes don't move because they hesitate and they don't know where to go. In this case, the roll was 3, so it will go to Puziala. There is some uncertainty in this movement, but not always. For example, we know that next thing this army will do is go to Varicula because
there's nowhere to go. Yeah.
So sometimes you know, sometimes you don't. The Carpetanian army can go to Castulo or to Abula, 1 or 4. And it goes to Castulo. So now these 2 armies share all these revolts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So each of them has a support of line. And this army here can go to Noega, Asturica, or Bracara. A 2. So a 2 is between 1 and 3. So this army does not move.
Okay.
It remains in the locus. So with this is the end of blue turn. Now you see in the time track, in the turn track, there is a black disc, just to remind that at the end of the round, you take 1 revolt from the reserve and you put it here. So this is the end of the third round. We go from 198 before Christ to 180 before Christ. So 80 years passed. So maybe we can play the next round.
Yeah.
Just to see if we have an attack on an army, for example, or something. So, and now the turn goes to red.
Okay.
So now it's for me to play. So you are connected to Olisipo. So if I move to Conimbriga, my attack to Olisipo is almost automatic because I have all my discs and I have ×2 thanks to the consul. But at the same time, if I attack Toletum now, I will cut this army from all the support.
That's what I was thinking, that it would make it a lot easier to get rid of the army.
Yeah. So we leave Olisipo for later. So now I come to Abula. And from Abula, because when this army was in Cauca, it was hindering my attack on Toletum because it was connected to me. So I had to the shield became 12 instead of 6. But now it's in Castulo. Castulo is not connected to me, so I have to take advantage of this too. I have only to roll more than 6, and I have 1, 2, 3 plus this 1, 4. I have +4 with only 1 coin. I have already a +5 in my attack to Toletum. So let's try with only 1 coin. 4 + 5, 9. Now I can enter Toletum and attack the army. I could also attack from Regina. Regina is 1 point of movement. Toletum is 2 points.
2 points. Yeah.
But I think I will go to Toletum. In this way, I am already there.
And if you can defeat this, you can already place your garrison in there.
Yeah, because this army is going to add only 1 now, because all these discs are not connected to him. We are going to add 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 1 coin, 5. So maybe I can even afford to attack with only 1 coin. Let's try.
Let's try.
I come to Toletum. This is 2 because the link is broken. Now I am attacking the army, the Carthaginian army. So he is going to add 1. I'm going to add 1, 2, 3, 4 plus the coins. I choose to spend. I'm going to spend only 1 because, as you said, if I defeat the army, then I can protect Toletum, and in this way I will do it before the end of the turn. So I spend 1 coin in the attack. Okay, so the Hispanic value is 1 + 1, 2, and I have 3 + 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. So I remove the army and the revolt. So when one army loses, he loses all the support in the city.
Demoralized.
So in the Roman case, you lose also the garrison. In the Hispanic case, they lose the revolt. And now I have 1 coin left, and there are no revolts in Carpetania. So I spend my last coin in placing my last garrison. So you see that now I have no garrisons left in my reserve, but I will have to take this on the board if I want to keep fighting elsewhere in Hispania. With this, my Roman phase is finished. Now I roll the 2 dice of the Hispanic phase, 6, 3. This is Palantia. So there is a revolt already. There are no armies in the province. So now the Cantabrians arrive. And now they move. So first, province number 2, Celtiberias, they have only 1 destination, so we don't need to roll. There is a mechanic when we didn't cover in the first video. I said that the armies try to cover all the province with revolts. Once they do, once all the province is covered with revolts, they move to the next province. When they finish their job in the province, they can move to the next province. So if Bilbilis was in revolt, this army could move
to Carpetania,
Castulo, or even to Basti, depending on the role.
Okay.
Now there is no danger because Bilbil is still not in revolt. But if the Hispanic role was 2-1, we will have a revolt here, and then this army could attack Ulterior or could attack Carpetania. So this is something we have to watch. Now the Galician army 1, 5, or 3. 4 is between 5 and 3. So the Galicians are not very...
They're never decisive, are they?
Not very determined. So they stay in Lucus. And this guy here, the Cantabrian, has only 1 possible destination, Isama. So he will go to Sekisama without a roll. And again, now we have all this revolt base. So if we want to attack this guy, we should cut him.
Very loose, yes. Okay.
And with this, the red turn is over, and we go to the yellow.
Okay.
So now you have several things you could do. So you can, of course, you can protect Oscar,
I think that would be the paramount.
but
Yeah.
you can also remove Puciala and even either attack by Kula or remain in Puciala and let him attack you.
So
Because I am in Toletum, so I am providing a ×2 for you. So if you can do both, if you can protect Oscar and go to Puciala, then it's perfect. Would be a perfect turn.
so I could if I protect.
Yeah, this is 1 point.
1 point, but then is 1 to.
Then 2 points to go to Salduba. This is 3.
Yeah, so let's do that.
Then 1 point to go to Valencia.
Correct.
Yeah, you can do it.
So that comes here. That's the coin I've spent.
Yeah. Then you go back
then
to
from
Salduba.
Here to here is.
No. Well, yeah, but first to Salduba. This is 2 points.
Okay, so that's 2 points to get to Salduba, and then 1 more point to get to Valencia.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, and now I can kick Puciala's ass.
But you are not connected to Salduba and Oscar because you have gone south, but you are connected to your +1 because you are in Valencia.
Okay, so
if you spend 1 coin, you have +2 in total against Puciala.
So let's spend here. Let's spend 1 coin.
If you spend 1 coin and you succeed, then you can go to Puciala with your last coin.
Okay, so let's do that.
So you roll the Roman die. No, the Roman die.
Sorry.
Anyway, enough.
Good. So
you remove Puciala.
That's gone.
And then you cannot attack him.
But at least I can be close to you to give you moral support for the next round.
So by placing yourself there, because his next move will be Puciala anyway. Mm-hmm. So if you go to Puciala, he will attack you.
Okay, that's fine.
That's fine.
Bring it on. And that's my turn done.
By your face. Yes. Now you have to roll the 2 dice. 1 and 1. This is Querunda.
Okay.
So you place a revolt in Querunda. And now the first army to move is the Celtiberian army. So it goes to Puciala. No doubt about it. So it will attack you. No. Attacks are from city to city.
Oh, sorry. Okay,
so now it is going to attack you, and so you will roll the 2 dice. It's like a Roman attack. 6 to 5. So he is adding only 1 because he's cut from all the other revolts. So he has only 1 revolt. So his number is 6, and your number is 6 plus 1 from Citerior, 7 times 2 because I'm connected to the army. So 14. So 14 to 6, you win. So you remove the army and the revolting by pool.
Okay, sorry.
So this army moved and it was defeated. Now the Galician will roll to see if it finally moves. 1, 3, or 5.
Go.
3. Okay, so it goes to Asturias.
So yeah, they come here.
They place a revolt.
One place a revolt.
And the Cantabrian has 3 possible destinations, 1, 2, or 6.
None.
And none, because 4 is between 2 and 6. So they will remain in Segisama.
Well, they can stay there for a bit if they want.
So you see that the fact that sometimes you don't know whether they will move, or you don't even know if they will move sometimes. And sometimes it's good that they don't move because they don't explore the goals, but sometimes you want them to move and they don't. So like they were realizing what you are thinking. So this creates funny moments between the players. So now this is the end of your turn, and it goes to blue. So now it's the last turn of the second round, and so now the south is more or less taken care of. The blue, the red and the yellow are well placed to go up in Celtiberia, providing at times to one to the other. So the consul has the choice. Either try to attack Orisico from land, placing garrisons, and then he will be ready to go north to Alesia, or trying to jump into Bracara. But yeah, it's a bit risky. So maybe if you want to show people how to play, attacking Lisbon, attacking Orisico is risky. So this guy could go, for example, here, 1, place a garrison, 2. Now he could go to Coimbra, place another garrison, and now with 1 coin he can attack Orisico. Just to try.
Okay. Yeah.
If it works, he will
That'd be good.
have 1 move. So with 1 coin, this is 3 plus 3. So 1 coin and 2 discs. If it's 6, it's not enough. And with 1 extra coin, he can repeat the attack, and now it works. So in this way, blue is ready to protect Orisico, and once he can go up through the fleet or through land and prepare himself to the attack of Galicia. And with this is the blue Roman phase. Now the Hispanic phase, 5-6. This is Brigantium. So there is a revolt, but there is already an army in Galicia. So we place a revolt. There are already 2 revolts in Brigantium. It's going to be tough to remove them. And now the armies move. So the Celtiberians are gone. The Galician has only 1 destination possible, Lancia. So he will move to Lancia. And the Cantabrian again, 1, 2, or 6. 3. 3 is closer to 2. So we go to the Obriga. And with this turn is finished. We go here, we place, so again, 18 years passed. We are in 162 before Christ, and the turn goes to Rep. I think that with these 2 rounds, we have seen almost all the things that players will face in a game. So you maybe, for those that think that 11 rounds is short, we played only 2 rounds. Many things happen.
And even in those 2 rounds, we can already see that we have 6 revolts left, and if we run out of those, then we lose. So it's a fairly fast game. This is not going to be dragging on for hours and hours and hours. This is going to end in the next couple of rounds, perhaps.
And you can check the support that these 2 armies have now. It's huge.
Yeah, getting rid of them is not going to be easy.
Yeah, so you have Romans have to sit down and think of a plan. So you have to cut at least in 2 these areas. So someone has to go through Lancia, Palantia, trying to cut these 2 areas in 2, and then see who. The fact that we are 3 characters makes cooperation tricky, because we cannot go by pairs. If 2 go on one side, the other guy will be alone. So sometimes one has to go from one to the other. So in the way we are now, maybe it will be the red praetor to have the yellow one in the center and the blue one in Galicia. So there are a lot of the topology of the cooperation is quite changing.
What is for you, and I can imagine that you have played this game an awful lot of times, what is the win-lose ratio for the Romans?
Yeah, so we didn't go through it, but the difficulty table. So I said, well, we went through the parameters. There are 5 parameters: so coins, garrisons, roads, fleets, and armies. Each of them has 3 values. So the number of combinations is 3 to the power of 5, and this is 243.
That's a lot.
So this means that you have 243 different levels, I don't expect no anybody playing boardgame. I didn't, but this gives you a very wide range. So what we suggest in the rule book is starting the central column like we did now. So what we did now is really the central level. And then if you find it too easy or too hard, move in the opposite direction, but you have 5 parameters to move. So you can follow your taste. Imagine that you like to have a lot of garrisons because it gives you more sense of control. Then you can reduce the number of roads or the number of fleets, but keep the 4 garrisons. On the other hand, if you want to keep the number of roads, you can reduce the garrisons, or the hardest one is the coins. If you reduce the coins from 6 to 5, things are very, very hard. So I anticipate that in the medium level, for an average player, it will be 50-50.
Okay, that's not bad, actually.
For me, it's not 50-50. So when I play in the middle level, I win quite a lot, 80-90%.
Okay.
But when I play in the hardest level, I almost never win. I only won once.
Okay. So you can make life very hard for yourself.
Yeah. So at some point, months ago or more, Luis from Draco, he insisted a lot, saying, "But how hard is the hardest level?" And I told him it's very hard. I said, "Yeah, but very hard is not enough. I want to know." And he asked me, "Are you able to win at this level?" And I said, "Many games I almost won, so I think I will win at some point." But he wanted the guarantee that it was possible.
Okay.
And so for a week, when I arrived home in the evening, I started to play systematically at the hard level. And at some point, one of 20 games I won. So I saved the game, I recorded the game, and I sent to Luis to have the proofs. And then I told him it's doable, but it's very, very difficult, and this is what we wanted. So I want that even very good players can select a very difficult challenge for them.
But the thing is that 1 out of 20 is not too bad. I know games out there that have a 1 out of 50 odds. I think that's that's ridiculous. That would put me off completely. But 1 out of 20, that's tantalizingly close to want to keep trying, but not too close that is not difficult.
And the good thing is that we were setting all parameters on the hard side. And this is very, very hard. But then at some point, once I succeeded once, I said to Luis, it was really a headache to play every time at this level. It was very demanding. And so I told him, I'm going to play hard level with 6 coins instead of 5. And it was very interesting because you can do more things. It's still hard. And so it was from 1/10, for example, 1/8. And it was a bit more satisfying. So from time to time, you saw victories coming. So it's really, any player can find the sweet spot. And what we saw today is the basic game. So there will be, for those that know Tetrarchia, in Tetrarchia there are a few expansion characters, a few variants that can make the game harder or easier. So on top of this matrix of 243 levels, you will have here a proconsul that will help the Romans. You will have a special Hispanic army that we will call Viriatus, that will be very hard to beat. We will have special powers for the Romans. Each of them will have a special power. So there will be variants that will make, on top of the matrix, the difficulty matrix will make the game even harder or even easier. So it's really, I have not counted the number of combinations, but it's
a lot.
Very, very high, a lot.
Excellent.
I think it's tens of thousands, but yeah.
That could last a while.
Yeah.
Miguel, thank you so much for this. It's been, I'm really interested and hoping that this is going to do really well, because Tetrarchia is one absolute favorite of mine. I really love it, and this could easily become just as much. So hope for the best Thank you very much, and very much look forward to your next release.
And for those that have been following the video, this is the game will look better than this, and Draco are doing a great job. Some of the pictures of the prototypes they are playing with, or the physical prototypes, are on the game found page, and so the coins, I think they will be metal coins. The board maybe will be bigger than Tetrarchia, maybe A3 size.
Nice.
So I think the game is going to be more pleasant aesthetically and mechanically to play with. And I think that the coins, the roads will give a lot of choice to the players. Yeah, so I'm also looking forward seeing the real game in a few months, I hope.
I'm sure. I'm sure this will be absolutely brilliant. Miguel, once again, thank you.
Thank you. Bye, Paco.